Hi all aspirants and welcome to my video. How to be assertive, happy and confident. So I'm going to start off with a small story to help you understand. The story is set in a village. The village is actually in a small island and the island is surrounded by water on all the four sides. And one fine day it started raining so much that it started flooding the whole island. And the problem was that the people started to be evacuated from one place, and when a man realized that the temple priest was left behind, he came rushing to the priest with a boat. And when he reached the priest, you know what the priest said? I do not need your help. You don't have faith in God, but I do. And I know that my God will come to save me someday. So he sent away the man. And after a few hours, the rain was still pouring relentlessly. A man in a helicopter came past by and he offered help to the priest. And the priest said, you might not have faith in God, but I do have faith in God. And I know that my God will come to save me. So he sent away the man in the helicopter too. And after a few hours, the priest drowned and died. And when he went up to the God, he asked God, why didn't you come help me? I had so much faith in you. I offer prayers to you every day. And why didn't you come help me? And you know what the God said? I did came to help you in the form of the man in boat, in the form of man in helicopter. But you didn't acknowledge it. For you, it was just an obstacle in your path to your faith. Sometimes this is what we get in life. We pray for something and we get something else in return. And we think these are hurdles, but these are actually our unanswered prayer. These are the blessings that we ask for, but for us, these are the obstacles in life. And we don't understand that these are the blessings that we needed. These blessings or these hardships that we get in life are the ones that are going to mold you to be the best version of you, the one that you are intended to be at. Now let's just assume that whoever is watching this video might be going through some sort of an obstacle or hardships or struggles. That is, some students, they don't have finances or the money required for a coaching institute or for procuring right resources for your CSE preparations. And some students, you don't have the time that you need to prepare for the examinations. And some students, you don't have the support of your loved ones. And some students, in spite of all the provisions that you have, you are not in a mood to study. The problem is that the change in perspective. Only after changing your perspective, you can see that these are the blessings being disguised in the forms of obstacles. That is, you don't have money to procure the right resources for your CSE examination, but that's okay. Whatever the free informations or resources that you get in your hand, study in such a way that you will be able to ace all these students who have the provisions and all the facilities. And you don't have time to invest whatever the little amount of time that you get, even if a half an hour that you get for yourself. You study in such a way that the informations that you have studied will stay on to you for a longer time. But I'm sure that you'll get at least 3 to 4 hours to yourself some way or the other. And even if you get half an hour to study for your examinations, study in such a way that the informations that you have studied during those half an hour will stay with you throughout a longer period of time. I just want to say that we are not in a competition to say that who has the largest number of obstacles, who have the biggest hurdles in their life. This is not it. Just know that when you realize that things are not working in your way, know that things are working in your way. We are just not seeing it. And all these blessings and opportunities are hiding behind these faces of these hindrances and obstacles in our life. And once we face it, and once we challenge it, and once we overcome our fears and greatest obstacles in our life, nothing can stop us. And then we'll realize that these hindrances are the ones that made us or led us to be what we are right now. Because for me, these problems and hindrances are just like the wind. They have the power to douse the sparks of fire in our heart. They also have the power to set our fire ablaze. Even the tiniest of spark could be set ablaze by this wind, and we just don't see it. Because every incident or every event that happens in our life, we have the power to change it into an excuse or change it into a life-altering turning point. It's all up to us. And it totally doesn't matter who's on your side, as long as you are there on your side and you're not working against you. We all remember the story of Einstein, that how poor and slow that he was in academics, and eventually he was kicked out from his school. But you all fail to remember the story of his mother. His mother lied to him that he was not kicked out from school because he was poor in studies. He was kicked out from school because he was an incredible boy. He was exceptionally talented, that school failed to provide all these necessities to him. And it was that faith that he held on to it, and he was ready to face as many as challenges that he could in his life. And that is the reason why he became Einstein. So we all have the potential to be phenomenal in life, and we just have to let us be that. So dream big, conquer all the dreams that you have with perseverance, hard work and effort. Because when you go to an ocean, if you go with one bucket, you're going to get just one bucket of water. But if you go to an ocean with 1,000 buckets, you're going to get 1,000 buckets filled with water. So dream big. Whatever you have, just go for it, work for it. And one day our stories will inspire millions. So just remember that when things don't work your way, know that it is working your way and we just don't realize it.